So hello guys and welcome back to Chess with Ayush. And guys, first of all, thanks a lot to all those subscribers who have subscribed recently. We have gained a lot of subscribers. Thanks a lot to all those who have subscribed, and welcome to the channel. I'll be posting a lot of new chess traps, chess puzzles, chess lessons, chess clips, and a lot of more. So if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button right now. And guys, today I'll be teaching you a beautiful trap in the chess opening. When the opponent plays, we play e4 and the opponent plays d5. Guys, I know this is a really confusing decision. Should we take this pawn? He will take back with the queen and our king is completely opened. Or should we develop the knight and he will push the pawn and our knight will get kicked back? Guys, this is a really confusing opening, and that's why I'm going to teach you a beautiful trap which you can use and completely trap your opponent and win the game. So be ready, and now let's begin. So after e4 d5, we cannot simply push this pawn, because after he can take this pawn on e4, and when we take back with the pawn, he can take our queen, we take back with the king, and now our king cannot castle, and it is also really unsafe. So here we will not be playing any d3 ideas. We can also not play knight c3, he can simply kick out our knight. So what do we have to play here? I'll be teaching you that. Here we have a beautiful trap named the ballistic missile trap, and guys, if I'm being honest, this has been one of the most successful traps I have ever used. So listen carefully, and here we have to play knight g3, knight f3, and you might be thinking that this is a really bad move. He can simply take back a pawn. That's what we want. After he takes back a pawn and attacks our knight, we'll get our knight to g5, hitting his pawn back. Now sometimes the opponent straight away plays h6, so here we can simply take back the pawn, but this is not the most usual move the opponent plays. The most popular move here is knight f6, saving back the pawn, and here comes the next move. We have to play d3. He will take this pawn back, and we'll take back with the bishop. So there's also a question that why will he take this pawn? His pawn on e4 looks really weak, does not have much defense. He can simply even attack it with the queen and he cannot save it. But we will play d3 and he will definitely exchange it. So should we take back with the pawn, the queen, or the bishop? The bishop is the most useful move here, because it develops the bishop, as well as it does not gives away our queen, as we don't want to exchange the queens in this trap. After this, guys, there's a puzzle for you. If you're playing in this position with the black pieces, what would you play? Would you play h6? Because I will definitely play h6, because it looks like that we have to take our knight back, and after this both players are doing alright. Black can simply castle short, but guys, actually in this position most players play h6, and that's a big blunder, and I'll tell you why. After he plays h6, this will indicate you that he has completely fallen into a trap and there is no way back for him. We will play knight takes f7, forking the queen and the rook. You will ask me that this is not a fork, this is a blunder. It is not. He can take our knight, but we have another really beautiful move, bishop g6. His king does not have any other good move than taking the bishop, and now you will see that his king is far from the queen, and the queen is all alone, and our queen will simply take his queen. And guys, in this position, he cannot go back, because our bishop covers all the files. He'll take the bishop, we'll take the queen, and guys, our queen will not stop here. It will take the bishop, some pawns, and guys, it's a completely winning position for us. And guys, you might think that what if he does not play this, and there are some counter plays for this. I'll be covering the counter plays as well, so that you do not get trapped and you do not lose this position. So guys, first of all, there's a trap which he can use after being a queen down. So he can use this trap in the current position right now. So after this, he can play pawn e6 or pawn e5, and after this you do not have to simply develop your bishop or push any random pawns. You do not have to do it, because he has a killer move here. For example, if we simply get our bishop to e3, it looks like a bishop developed, but guys, here he has a beautiful move, bishop b4 check, and he has gives us a check, and also discover attack to the queen. If we block the check, he can simply take our queen, we take his bishop, and he is a +3 position. So you have to be really careful when you are using this trap. There are some more traps which he can use to counterplay this opening, and here are them. If rather than playing the h6, guys, by the way, h6 is the most popular move. You can even search it. So if he does not play h6 and he plays e6, you might think that what's the difference? You can still take it here. King takes and bishop goes to g6. He has to take it. No, he has the beautiful square of e7. If we take his queen, he can take it back, and he is in a +3 position. Although the king is not that safe, but it is completely winning for him. There's one more thing that he can use. If for example, there's one more popular move the black player usually uses against this is knight c6. This might lose that we can still take here. Knight takes f7, king takes f7, bishop goes to g6. He will take the bishop and it looks like we will take his queen. We will take his queen, but guys, the knight he has just moved is guarding the queen. He will take it back with the knight and we are in a completely lost position. It's a really useful trap if you use it perfectly, and this can also backfire if you don't use it carefully. These are 3 traps which he can use to backfire against it. And guys, I'll be teaching you the trap against. Just a recap of what the main trap is. So we play e4. d5, knight goes to f3, he take this pawn and we take our knight to g5 hitting the pawn. He saves the pawn with the knight f6, and after this we exchange the pawns with pawn d3, takes back with the bishop, and the most popular move here is h6, he plays it, and knight takes f7. What a beautiful move that is. King takes a knight, bishop goes to g6, king takes bishop, we win the queen and we win the game. And guys, you might also think that why will he not take the knight? He will definitely take the knight, as he is forked of the queen and the rook. So he must take the knight, otherwise he will lose the rook. For example, if he in this version moves the queen, we can take the rook and we are in a +5 for advantage. Anyways, winning. So you should definitely try this trap. This has been one of the most successful opening traps I have ever used. I hope you enjoyed this video. Share the video, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. And guys, give your ideas of the future videos in the comment down below. Should I make a chess puzzle video, chess lessons like teaching you some basics or fundamentals of chess, or a chess trap like this, or chess clips of some other grandmasters, or some funny chess clips? Comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you again really soon. Bye bye. Thanks so much.